Welcome to SKC Sapna Kohli classes. In part 1 of lesson number 5, we had read about Vanda, a Polish girl who lives in a poor locality called Boggins Heights. She is quiet and well behaved. She does not have any friend because she is unlike the other American children. She feels humiliated when the other girls play the dress game with her. She tells them that she has 100 dresses to counter their mocking. Let us continue with the lesson. Today, even though they had been late to school, Maddie was glad she had not had to make fun of Vanda. Today, even though Maddie and Peggy had been late to school, Maddie was glad, glad means happy, about Vanda's absence, due to which they did not have to make fun of her. She worked her arithmetic problems absent mindedly. She was solving arithmetic problems, but in her subconscious mind, she was all the time thinking about Vanda. 8 times 8. Let's see. She wished she had the nerve. The nerve here means she had the courage to write Peggy a note because she knew she never would have the courage to speak right out to Peggy to say, "Hey Peg, let's stop asking Vanda how many dresses she has." So Maddie wished to write a note to Peggy and ask her to stop teasing Vanda as she did not have the guts or courage to talk to Peggy about it. When she finished her arithmetic, she did start a note to Peggy. So after finishing her work, solving her arithmetic problems, she started writing a note to Peggy. Suddenly, she paused and shuddered. So, as she was getting ready to write a note to Peggy, she paused, she stopped and shuddered. Shuddered means shook with fear. She pictured means imagined. She pictured herself in the schoolyard, a new target. Target here means prey. A new prey for Peggy and the girls. Peggy might ask her where she got the dress that she had on, and Maddie would have to say that it was one of Peggy's old ones that Maddie's mother had tried to disguise with new trimmings so no one in room 13 would recognize it. Now, the meaning of the word trimming. Trimming means ornamentation of lace or designing with lace. So, let's read these lines again. As Maddie began to write a note to Peggy to stop teasing Vanda, all of a sudden she stopped and she shook with fear. She imagined herself in the schoolyard as the new target for Peggy and other girls. Peggy might ask her where she had got the dress that she was wearing, and in fact, Maddie was wearing one of Peggy's old dresses that Maddie's mother had given a new look, right, with the help of lace. So, Maddie's mother had tried to disguise. So, the word meaning of disguise is to conceal, to hide, to cover. So to hide the old dress, her mother had made certain alteration and she had decorated that old dress with lace so that no one in room 13 would come to know that it was Peggy's dress. So Maddie uh, was scared that she may become the next target of Peggy and other girls. If only Peggy would decide of her own accord to stop having fun with Wanda. Accord means will. So Maddie finally decided to keep quiet and left it to Peggy to stop making fun of Wanda. Oh, well, Maddie ran her hand through her short blonde hair. Blonde hair means golden hair, as though to push the uncomfortable thoughts away. So uh, she just put her hand on her golden through her golden hair, and it appeared as if she was trying to push away the uncomfortable thoughts that were coming in her mind. And the uncomfortable thought was that she may become the target of Peggy and other girls' mockery. What difference did it make? Slowly, Maddie tore into bits the note she had started. So slowly, Maddie tore into bits the note that she had written. She was Peggy's best friend. Maddie was Peggy's best friend, and Peggy was the best liked girl in the whole room. And Peggy was the most famous girl in room 13. Peggy could not possibly do anything that was really wrong, she thought. And then she came to the conclusion that uh, that Peggy could not do anything wrong. As for Vanda, she was just some girl who lived up on Boggins Heights and stood alone in the schoolyard. So now Peggy was Maddie's best friend. She was the most popular girl in the class, and so she was liked by everyone. And so Maddie thought that she could not do anything wrong. On the other side, Vanda was just an ordinary girl who came from Boggins Heights, a poor locality, and who did not have any friend in the school. She hardly ever said anything to anybody. The only time she talked was in the schoolyard about her 100 dresses. So she didn't talk to anyone. The only time she spoke was when the other girls asked her about her dresses. At that time, she would reply that she had 100 dresses. Maddie remembered her telling about one of her dresses, pale blue with colored trimmings. So Maddie remembered that Vanda had once told her about one of her dresses, which was pale, dull blue with colored trimmings, lace. And she remembered another that was brilliant jungle green with a red sash. She remembered another dress that had been described by Vanda, which was bright green in color with a red sash. You would look like a Christmas tree in that, the girls had said in pretended admiration. And when Vanda described this dress, the other girls made fun of her by saying that if she wore that dress, she would look like a Christmas tree. They made fun of her. Thinking about Vanda and her 100 dresses, all lined up in the closet, Maddie began to wonder who was going to win the drawing and coloring contest. While Maddie was thinking about Vanda and the 100 dresses, she started wondering as to who would win the drawing and coloring contest. For girls, this contest consisted of designing dresses, and for boys of designing motorboats. So the girls were supposed to design dresses while the boys had to design motorboats. Probably Peggy would win the girls' medal. So Maddie was sure that Peggy would win the contest. Why she thought so? Peggy drew better than anyone else in the room. At least that is what everybody thought. She could copy a picture in a magazine or some film star's head face so that you could almost tell who it was. So Maddie was sure that Peggy would win the contest for the girls, as Peggy was considered to be better than anyone else in room 13. She could copy a picture in a magazine almost perfectly. Oh, Maddie was sure Peggy would win. Well, tomorrow the teacher was going to announce the winner. So the next day, the teacher was to announce the winners. Then they would know, they would come to know the result. The next day, it was drizzling. Drizzling is light rain. Maddie and Peggy hurried to school under Peggy's umbrella. So, next day, it was drizzling. Maddie and Peggy did not wait for Vanda. They hurried to school under Peggy's umbrella. Naturally, on a day like this, they didn't wait for Vanda Petronsky on the corner of Oliver Street. So every day, they used to wait for Vanda on the corner of Oliver Street. It is the name of the street. The street that far, far away under the railroad track. Railroad tracks means railway tracks, and up the hill led to Boggins Height. So here it is the description of the track, the path from where Vanda Petronsky used to come to school. So these girls used to wait on the corner of Oliver Street from right the street that far, far away under the railway track, and up the hill led this track, this street led to Boggins Heights, where Vanda lived. Anyway, they weren't taking chances on being late today because today was important. So both the girls did not want to be late that day, as it was an important day. The winners of the drawing and coloring contest were to be announced. And Maddie was sure that Peggy would win the contest. Do you think Miss Mason will announce the winners today? So Miss Mason was their class teacher. So do you think Miss Mason will announce the winners today? Asked Peggy. Oh, I hope so. The minute we get in, said Maddie. The moment we will enter the class, she is going to announce the winners. And of course, you will win, Peg. So she was very sure that Peggy would win the contest. Hope so, said Peggy eagerly. The minute they entered the classroom, they stopped short and gasped. Now, the moment both the girls entered the classroom, they were surprised. Gasped, the word meaning of, see this, the word gasped means to hold one's breath in astonishment. So both Maddie and Peggy, they were astonished, they were surprised. And why were they surprised? There were drawings all over the room on every ledge and window sill. So the word meaning of ledge is, it is outer part of the window sill. Window sill is the outer part of the window. So there were drawings on all over the room on every ledge and window sill. Dazzling means extremely bright, dazzling colors and brilliant, lavish. Lavish means splendid designs, all drawn on great sheets of wrapping paper. So the moment Maddie and Peggy entered the classroom, they were astonished. they were surprised. They were surprised to find drawings all over the room, on every shelf, windows, and window sill. There were drawings of lavish designs with dazzling, brilliant colors. All the drawings were on sheets which are used as wrapping paper. There must have been 100 of them, all lined up. There must be 100 drawings, all were kept in a line. These must be the drawings for the contest. They were. Everybody stopped and whistled or murmured admiringly. Admiringly means in appreciation. Everybody stopped to look at those drawings. They whistled and or murmured, and they all praised those drawings. As soon as the class had assembled, Miss Mason announced the winners. Jack Beggles had won for the boys, she said, and his design for an outboard motor was on exhibition in room 12, along with the sketches by all the other boys. So when the class assembled, Miss Mason, the class teacher, announced the winners. Jack Beggles was the winner amongst the boys for his design for an outboard motor that was exhibited in room 12. As for the girls, she said, although just one or two sketches were submitted by most, one girl, and room 13 should be proud of her. This one girl actually drew 100 designs, all beautiful and all different and all beautiful. In room number 13, most of the girls had submitted one or two drawings, but there was one particular girl who had submitted 100 designs, right? All different from each other and extremely beautiful. In the opinion of the judges, any one of the drawings is worthy of winning the prize. In the opinion of the judges, any one of those drawings was worthy of winning the prize. I am very happy to say that Venda Petronsky is the winner of the girls medals. So the judges considered Venda Petronsky to be the winner of the girls medal. Unfortunately, Vanda was absent from school for some days and is not here to receive the applause that is due to her. So, unfortunately, Vanda was absent that day and she was not there to receive the applause, the praise that she duly deserved. Let us hope she will be back tomorrow. So, the teacher hoped that she would come the next day. Now, class, you may file around the room quietly and look at her exquisite. Exquisite means extremely beautiful drawings. So the teacher told the class that they should uh, take a round of the class and look at all those beautiful drawings. The children burst into applause. So all the children, they were full of applause, praise, and even the boys were glad to have a chance to stamp on the floor, put their fingers in their mouths, and whistle, though they were not interested in dresses. So although the dresses were meant for girls, still the boys were very happy to get a chance to have a look at those beautiful designs. Look, Peg, whispered Maddie. There's that blue one she told us about. Isn't it beautiful? Yes, said Peggy. And here's that green one, boy, and I thought I could draw. Peggy and Maddie were particularly attracted by the blue and green dresses. Peggy even admitted that Vanda drew better than she did. And the last line, boy, and I thought I could draw. So what is the meaning of these words? These words show that Peggy had deep appreciation, admiration for Vanda's drawings. Earlier, she used to believe that her drawing skills were the best, but now she was happy to see that Vanda was much more talented than her. Now let us discuss these oral comprehension check questions. Why didn't Maddie ask Peggy to stop teasing Vanda? What was she afraid of? So the answer is that Maddie was a bit sorry for Vanda, but she dared not ask Peggy to stop teasing Vanda. She was afraid of being teased next by Peggy and others. Next question. Who did Maddie think would win the drawing contest and why? Maddie was sure that Peggy would win the drawing contest. Peggy drew better than anyone else in room 13. So that is why she was sure that Peggy would win the contest. Who won the drawing contest? What had the winner drawn? It was Vanda. Who won the drawing contest? She had drawn 100 designs, all different and beautiful. So, in this way, Vanda proved that she was richer than the other girls of her class as she was blessed, or you can say bestowed, or gifted with a rare talent to draw creatively. So, children, from this lesson, we what do we learn? We generally have the habit of framing opinions about others on the basis of appearance and worldly possessions. Creativity and talent, they go unnoticed by us, but appearances can be deceptive. The appearance of a person may be shabby, but that doesn't reflect his or her inner self. One may be poor in terms of money, but one can have inner richness that is difficult to achieve. That's all for lesson 5, the 100 dresses, part 1. Hope the lesson is clear to you. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.